evening, friends. Happy Thursday to everybody. I decided to pop on live. Got some things on my mind, some things I want to say. Thought maybe we could spend some time together, have a chat, toss some cards, see where that takes us. Hi, Ben. How are you, my friend? It's good to see you. Ben, you want to join me? I just decided to pop on live. It's crazy. Do you want to join for a few minutes? Let me know. It's really, really late there, I know. So it's okay if you can't. I just wanted to pop on. I've yes, excellent. Woohoo! I will I'll send you the link right now. Hi, Bims. Ben. Link. It's on its way to you, Ben. Hi, AA. Hi, honey. So here's the thing, you guys. My mom's birthday is coming up next Tuesday. My second year channel anniversary is next Tuesday. And these energies are really, really messing with me. My anxiety is through the roof. And that's why I put that post up the other day today saying that I needed to take a couple of days off. And thanks to a really good friend today who was so kind and so supportive, really helped me out a great deal. And I mean, thank you so very much. You know who you are. Thank you for lifting me up and allowing me to arrive at this spot where I felt like I wanted to pop on live. So, and now Ben is going to join us. That's fab. So that just makes me feel all kinds of better. It is super cold here, you guys. It is like it's crazy. Like a week and a half ago, it was 25 degrees or 23 degrees, whatever, like, 75 some odd. And now all of a sudden it's like last night it was -2 and it snowed yesterday. It's just like, what in the bejeebers is going on? So that's a lot, right? Hi, Lady Soul. How are you? It's good to see you, my friend. I miss you too. So, there's so much going on in the world. There's just so much going on. And as I said, I've been feeling a little bit down and, well, a lot down. My anxiety's been really, really high. I'm all over the place. I'm sure you guys have noticed that I put up shows and I've had to cancel the shows. I don't like to show up if I feel like I'm not like my best self for you guys, in terms of like, being in a good mood and being positive and being able to connect to give you, whatever messages you want or you need. So I do apologize for, the ping ponging around that I'm doing. I'm trying to get a handle on it. But it's a difficult time for me because it's my mom's birthday coming up and, the second channel anniversary, it's profound because, with the full moon eclipse that we just had, on Saturday, as I mentioned in the little brief that I gave, it's asking you to sort of go back to November of 2021 and review, where you were to where you are now. And so, there's been a lot of that happening and just trying to sort all of that out, right? Hi, Lady Silver. It's good to see you, my friend. So, just like you guys, I'm just trying to navigate my path and navigate my journey. And I want to be authentic and genuine. I know that I am not the only person that has these issues, and some of us just don't shut them out the way that I do. So I hope that through these conversations and through these through the cards, the readings, whatever, that that we can lift each other up, because I really feel like now is the time when we need it, right? Even if it's just for a little bit of time, anything, or if anything, the words of my mom I'm hearing loud in my head right now, and that is that we are stronger together. So, together, all of this energy, right? It sort of washes over all of us. If you can imagine us all standing there holding hands, right? And allowing each other to have a surge of energy come from another, go through us, and then send that off to the next person. That's like what I'm visualizing in my mind, in terms of like why I wanted to come on tonight, right? We've got to help each other, to support each other, to lift each other up, because the energies are really, really intense right now, and it sounds like they're going to get even more intense for just a little bit. Hi, Wiki. How are you, love? It's good to see you. Yep, that's who it is. You guessed it, Lady Silver. Ben's gonna come and join us for a minute. He's probably getting himself out of bed because it's like midnight in England. So, and he didn't know that I was gonna ask him to join me. I literally just sent him an email now, and there he is.
Hello. It's been a while.
Oh, my darling. Thank you so much. You know what? Okay. I've been having I'm going to swear. I've been having a shit day. A shit couple of days, actually. I've been really down. My anxiety's been really high. And there you are, popping in the chat. First person in there, literally brought a smile to my face. And I'm so glad that I decided to go live.
Oh, me too. Do you know, it's ever so weird because I was at home tonight and you popped into my head and I thought, I haven't spoken to Kelly for a while. I thought I must message her and see if she's okay. And then when I saw you pop up live, I was like, oh, I'll jump straight in. So I was like, oh, you're welcome. Are you okay? So you've had a bit of a funny day?
It's just the energies are really intense, I find. And my mom's birthday is coming up. My 2-year channel anniversary is the same day as my mom's birthday. And this full moon that we just had is asking us to taking us back to like a 2-year cycle. Like we haven't been in this energy since November of 2021, when I started the channel, and it's asking us to review all of that. Where we were versus where we are. And as you know, because we talk behind the scenes, surprise, we're that good of friends. That I got a lot going on, and so I don't really know where I am and where I want to go, and I don't really know how to chart that course.
It's weird you said that because I feel exactly the same. I feel a bit all over the place.
No,
I know. I mean, this is normal for me, guys.
Well, it's normal for me too. Hello.
I blame it on being a Gemini, but no, I do feel the energies are funny at the moment. I don't feel right lately. I keep, when you do back and forward thinking about things and stuff, and I know what you mean.
I need to read this to you. So today, hi Rossi, by the way, everybody. This is Ben. Ben's channel is Ben Ryan, right?
Yeah.
All one word. I'll stick it in the chat in a minute. And obviously, you guys all know Ben. Ben used to be Beneficial Tarot, and he has reinvented himself now as Ben Ryan. And so you should go and check him out.
No.
I just wanted to read this to you. So I was on some weird site today. Not weird site, but like, because I'm a sucker for the tarot scopes. You guys all know that, right? So it was explaining stuff about the energy that we find ourselves in, and then it gives you your zodiac sign. And underneath each zodiac sign, it gives you a question to ask yourself that is sort of important for this time period that we find ourselves in. And of course, this energy is hitting me in my house of career and finance and so forth. Yes.
Yeah.
You know, of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? And my question to ask myself, ready?
Go for it.
Did I come this far to only come this far? And I'm like,
what does that even mean?
I mean, I know what the question is, but really, I was looking for answers. Now I have even more thoughts happening. What was that? You said you're a Gemini?
Yes, what does mine say?
Do you want to know what yours says? It says, are you ready?
Go for it.
What have I learned about myself in the last 2 years?
Oh, that's that's true.
And what do I need to thrive now?
Well, it's a good... I mean, have you got a couple of hours?
I know, right? It's like, holy, I mean, get out your pen and your paper. Like, how do you feel about that? Like,
let's just honestly do an essay.
Yeah, right?
It's hard though, isn't it? Because, oh yeah, there's a lot to reflect on, really, when I think about the last 2 years.
I was looking for, you know, just so you all know, I mean, Ben and I did a really, really funny show not too long ago when we did a jukebox churro, and I don't even know how we got there, but we were laughing and carrying on, and it was me, and I was like, it resonates, spot on. Like, remember when I did that? I don't even know why I did that, but
it was so much fun.
I, just like everyone else, you know, search for answers, right? Just because I can do this for others, I can't necessarily always do it for myself. You know, it's like can't see the forest for the trees kind of idea. Yeah. And so I was looking for the answers, and when I read that, I was like, I didn't need another question. What jeebers? Thank you very much.
I know.
Yeah,
it just leads down the rabbit hole, doesn't it? Sometimes.
Yeah, it really, really did. Yeah. Ellen is in the house, and Ellen says, hi, Kelly.
Hello, everybody.
Wiki is saying, hi, Ben.
Hi, Wiki. Hi,
Lady Silver's like, please show Kelly and Ben some love.
Oh, no.
AA is saying, hello, Ben, cutie.
Oh, thank you, AA. I don't feel like a cutie. I feel like I've just sat there before I came on this live eating lots of chocolate, Coca-Cola, and then like, yeah.
Well, you're here now with us.
I know. Yay. I haven't done a live for a couple of weeks. A while.
Have you done a live ever?
It doesn't feel like it. I did the last live I did was with Robin from Toadstool Tarot, and that was a lot of fun. We were
I watched that for a bit, didn't I?
You popped in. I know, you were like a little beam of light.
I'm like a jack in the box. I just pop in. Ellen says that she understands the question, and I think we all learned a lot over the last 2 years, right?
Yeah. It's I think life's never learning journey, isn't it, really? Just when you think you've got somewhere and you're happy, things don't always go the way you think, do they?
No, they don't. Ben, do I have your channel link in my thing? Because I only have like 7,000 Ben's in my. We'll talk about that later, friends. I'm kidding. Let me go here to YouTube and get Ben's channel for you guys.
I'm terrible at this kind of thing, guys. I'm not very good at promoting at all. Thank you, Kelly. That's very kind of you. You don't need to do.
Well, you know I love you, so.
I love you too.
Not a problem.
And I've missed you because I haven't spoken to you. Well, we did speak actually a couple of weeks ago, because when me and Kelly talk, we do talk for hours, don't we?
It's hard to believe, I'm sure. People are like, what? I'm shocked. No, and I did, and then I sent you an email. I don't know if you got it. We're gonna have
Kelly, I did get it, and I missed it completely because I had flu last week.
Shockers.
Yeah.
Can I just tell you guys, I love this guy, but seriously, he's the worst
it's true.
at returning emails.
I'm awful, and it's only got worse because I used to have Facebook and I don't have that anymore. So it's like climbing up a big mountain trying to get in touch with me these days.
It is. I mean, it's not like he lives next door, you know what I mean? And then of
Yeah.
course I have to remember the time frame, and I forget all the time, like, sending him an email at 8 o'clock at night going, "Hey Ben, how's it going?" I'm like, oh my God, he's like dead asleep. What am I doing? Anywho.
No, I'm glad I've caught you because I've been meaning. It's weird that I was thinking about you tonight as well. So like,
What were you
if
thinking?
she
Ben?
appears.
Careful. No.
I mean, it was early bedtime. That's all I could know.
Aw. Lady Silver says she loves Ben. We love Ben too. Love his giggles.
Oh, thank you, Lady Silver. It's so nice to see you again. I haven't seen you for a while.
Ben, you know what? Ben is oh, is there a question for Libra? Let me see. Hold on. I will tell you. If I can find it. I have to go into my history now. Oh no, that's not it. Crap. Please hold. Please pause.
We need some
Libra.
elevator music, don't we? To
Yeah.
play in the background.
You guys will have me reading all these questions. I just know it now. Leo, Virgo, Libra. All right. Question for Libra is, what have I left behind in order to live the life I have now? You've got two questions, actually. What must I leave behind for the next phase? Wow, that's a lot.
Let me grab my pen.
I know, right? It's
Write
like
that down. Sorry, I've been dying to show this. It's actually a lie. But I came back with it, and I said to my dad, "Let me just sign for that for you, because it just got like a delivery."
Is that a pen or a rocket? Good Lord.
I know. Well, yes, it does look like a bit of a rocket, doesn't it? But it's actually a light. It's in the shape of a pencil, and it
Oh, I
lights.
love it.
Yeah, I needed a bit of light in my life, so
I love it. I do want to say that I got this information, by the way. I'll put the link in the description box below this video, but it's glamourmagazine.co.uk.
Oh,
It's where I got all this.
It's UK, is it?
Of course it is.
I should have known.
You should have known. So I'll put that link in if anyone wants to check that article. It's pretty interesting. So, well, I was going to say something now and I forgot what I was going to say.
It's like,
I hate it when that happens. You know, when that happens, my mom used to say that was a lie. If you forgot,
I know my mom says
it was
that.
a lie.
She says, well, it's a lie if you can't remember it. Oh, it's not important.
Yeah.
But it is important. But, yeah.
Listen, I forget why I go to the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? Like, like I don't really think that's really the truth. Yeah, it's a lie if you can't remember. Oh, I know what I wanted to mention. So, not to bring the party down, but honestly, I was riled up today. So, on the Midas Touch YouTube channel, the host there, I think his name is Ben as well. He put a video out. I encourage everyone to read it, or to watch it, I should say, and where he was reading an op-ed that Hunter Biden, President Biden's son, has done, basically saying about the blame and the shame game that the Republicans are playing with his sobriety and substance addiction that he's dealt with over his lifetime. And two facts that he mentioned within that article, they mentioned, which was, and like, don't quote me, you guys check the video out yourself if you're interested, but it's like some particular newspaper, and I don't remember which one, so I don't want to say, has reported at least 2 stories every day for over a year on him.
Oh, wow.
And then the other thing that they mentioned was that a particular news organization. I'm sure y'all can like guess which one I'm going to refer to, because I'm not saying that name on this channel. That's right. Have given him more airtime than they have one of the presidential candidates who is running for president right now.
That's wrong.
He is a private citizen who is in basically recovery, and he is being blamed and shamed. It's disgusting. It's so disgusting. 20 million people, according to the stats in the USA, suffer from addiction of some sort. I mean, we just had Matthew Perry pass away, who was very public about his sobriety, right? And his addiction issues. And the fact that these people are using a platform that is about politics to target a private citizen about something that is so, I mean, it potentially could be life-threatening.
Yeah. It's disappointing, isn't it?
It's just disgusting. Like, I just don't get
it. Sometimes it does make you feel like you just want to close up, doesn't it, sometimes? And the world, the way things are sometimes.
Well, yeah, I mean, because, you know, first of all, you have to deal with, I mean, you know, you have to deal with the court of public opinion, right?
Yeah.
So you come out and you say, you know, I did this, this, and that. And you've got to deal with the court of public opinion, you know, and I come from the thought process that, like, if I know that I have done something wrong, there is nothing that anyone is ever going to do and or say to me that is going to make me feel any worse or about myself or my choices or my decisions than I will. I have to live with them. What I don't understand is this. If his family and his friends, his co-workers, like, you know, his besties, the people that he, like, you know, that have seen him at his worst, at his lowest, and also at his highest, no pun intended, you would think that those are the people that would, you know, carry resentment or harbor a grudge or cast judgment. You could almost understand how that is possible. If those people could get past it, what does the congressperson in the United States House of Representatives have to do with it?
I know.
Other than trying to make an example out of him by shaming him. It's disgusting.
Yeah, I was just going to say it's disgusting, isn't it?
Yeah.
It disappoints me sometimes in the human race when they do things like that.
Yeah.
You know.
Put that up. See that, everybody? That's right. For entertainment purposes only. Thank you, Quincy.
I love how Quincy crept up there. Bless him.
Hi, Jessica. Yes,
Hi,
they
Jessica.
are.
It's disappointing, isn't it? And sometimes do you feel like you just have to shut yourself away from news and things like that because it just makes you feel things like that can bring, and especially like you say about Matthew Perry, that was so sad.
That particular situation that I'm mentioning, when I watched that on the Midas Touch, I mean, it riled me right out of my seat, and I wanted to come live.
Yeah.
Because I have lived with blame and shame for my little weird, you know, anxiety, which is nothing compared to what anyone who is dealing with an addiction or sobriety has ever, you know, I mean, I can't even imagine. But little old me has dealt with it. And so when I heard that, I felt compelled for whatever reason to like jump out of my chair and jump online, which I ultimately did not do, but that it was enough to get me out of my seat, which I've been sitting for a couple of days. So that was a good thing. Right. All joking aside. I don't understand it. You know,
No, I
you
don't.
really don't understand. And it's on a like on a non-political, not about Hunter Biden, but just on a surface level. You know, what is this obsession about tearing another person down to make a point about what?
You see it a lot though, don't you, in the media these days? People tearing each other down. They'd rather tear each other down than bring each other up these days, I find.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I don't know why it happens like that. But I know, and I think, Kelly, because you're very empathic, aren't you? And you pick up on feelings and stuff, and you know, it does bother you, doesn't it, when things like
Yeah.
this happen? It really
Well,
gets to.
that particular thing, yes. I mean, you know, I mean, just with my own anxiety. I mean, you know, I'll give this example. Okay, so at the time I was working at a company, and I had been diagnosed with anxiety. They knew that I had anxiety, and it was okay, right, that I had the anxiety. It was like, what I'm saying is, like, it was out there. It wasn't like it was a secret. It's not like I didn't say anything. They knew, and they hired me anyway. Well, all of a sudden I'm working longer hours than everyone else in the office. And it's like I'm part of management, although I'm not getting paid like I'm part of management. And, you know, like anxiety does, when you're under a lot of pressure, it starts to creep up on you. And I dealt with it the best that I could. And it started to get, you know, a hold of me. And so I went to the doctor. And I said to the doctor that this is what's going on, and blah, 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 blah. And like, I don't know, do I need a different therapy? Like, you know, help me. Right. And the doctor said, how many hours a day do you work? I said 9.5. He said, that's too many.
Yeah.
He wanted to reduce my schedule by 1 hour. So now I would be working the normal hours that everyone else is working, which is like an 8-hour day.
Yeah.
He wrote me a note, you know, explaining and giving a time frame for when it would be assessed as whether it needs to reduce even further or not. It's not like I was asking to work a half a day, right?
No.
I went to my boss, who was not there that day, and I left the envelope with the note inside and a note from me explaining, and left it on his desk. The next day I get called into the boardroom. Right. So right away, everyone is like, uh-oh, what's going on? Right. Like Kelly's going in the boardroom. That means like something bad, like, ooh, she's getting fired. Like everyone was doing this. Right. So right away, I'm being shamed.
Yeah.
Right. So I go in the boardroom, I sit down, and he says to me, what is this? And honestly, I'm sure in retrospect, my response might have come off as flippant or even disrespectful, but I was like, what, like, it's a doctor's note? Like, I wasn't trying to be like, what, I don't understand the question was, right? And I'm like, it's a note from my doctor reducing my hours.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, I'm not giving this my blessing. And I'm like,
joking.
You don't have a choice.
No. Well, where's the well-being factor in that for you?
Right. And in my head, I'm like, aren't you the same person who told me that you have a family member that has the same thing that I do, and that you totally understand and you fully support me? Where's that?
Yeah.
And I'm like,
me.
And so then I was getting nothing. It was like, I mean, I could have had more interaction talking to Quincy. And so, no offense, Quincy, of course. And so then I said, so when do you, because I wasn't getting any response. I said, so when do you want me to take that hour? Do you want me to come in like an hour later? Do you want me to leave an hour sooner? Half an hour in the morning, half an hour at night? Like, and he's like, whatever. And he got up and walked out and left me sitting there. And I just cried. Like, I was like, I don't understand. Like, what did I do that was wrong? So I was blamed and shamed for trusting him at his word,
Yeah.
for being respectful
Yeah.
and being honest.
Yeah. And yet you're blamed and shamed for it. How's that going to make you feel? I tell you what, that would make me do now is walk straight out of that place. I know
Well,
that's
eventually I did. But
I
the point
don't
that
blame you.
that was just a little tiny little thing that happened to me. Can you imagine on a national scale? Like the whole world
I
is
know.
talking about this guy, right?
Yeah.
The whole world has seen images of his person,
Yeah.
of his body. I mean, just, oh my God.
I know.
Like, oh my God. You've got to wonder, like sometimes. And hi, Rita, by the way. Hi, Clarence. I'm sorry. And hi, Sylvia.
Hi, Rita, Sylvia,
Hi, Gemma.
Gemma.
Yeah. Rita says they're all just bullies. I mean,
It's true.
but like I said before, I've never understood I get mad. I got feelings. I got thoughts. Ben knows. We talk all the time. I got stuff to say, right?
Yeah.
But
I
don't understand the being on a mission to like literally like tear someone down.
The trouble is as well, and we've had it in this country where the celebrities get torn down by the media.
Oh yeah.
And some celebrities have actually then one very recently ended up committing suicide, and then the whole media changes then because they realise what they've done.
Yeah.
And well, you can't take it back then, can you? Because you've just torn a chunk off somebody.
Yeah.
And they've got so upset about that inside. You don't know how that person's feeling. And
You have no
I've always
idea.
gone by the thing that don't do to others what you wouldn't like done to you, really, because
Absolutely.
and
the other thing is like in the case of what was being reported in that article today was that it's no different than a kid who has like an eating disorder or like a member of the LGBTQ plus whatever, an eating disorder, whatever, because you were born with red hair and you wear glasses, maybe you were picked on, maybe you were bullied, like whatever your issue is, if you're sitting at home and you feel like you can't face the world, like you have no one to talk to, that you have no support, right or wrong, if that's how you feel, and that is what you're hearing on a national sort of news outlet, newspaper, online, wherever, where's the encouragement that you will be supported if you decide that you are going to ask for help? So then you don't ask for help because you don't think you're supported. And then what? You continue to get blamed and shamed and bullied, or worse, right?
Yeah.
For however long.
This
is why people hurt themselves. And it's not just, life-altering situations. I mean, people harm themselves in all different forms and fashions. It's just, I don't want to sound like old when I say this. And when I say old, like I can hear my nana saying it right now. Like, think before you speak.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Say it with a spoonful of kindness or a spoonful of sugar, as she used to say. Right. Like, you have to. You don't have to put yourself in another person's shoes. You just have to speak from a heart that like is kind and what's the word I'm looking for? And generous to other humans.
Do you think, Kelly, it's to do with it's getting worse, or do you think it's just because we have so much access to television, social media these days? Do you think it's that's causing it, or do you think there's just more and more people out there?
I think it's a bit of both. I think that the access to be inundated by that judgment. I mean, if you okay, 1984, Kelly is a teenager, right? Like I didn't have anyone snapping photos of me and plastering it all over line and saying what a horrible person I was or how funny I looked in my big hair and my weird pants or whatever. You know what I mean? Like that wasn't a thing for us. We had
Yeah,
peer pressure to as they do today, but in a very different way. Like we
yeah,
compared ourselves to like TV and magazines, and
yeah.
it was not the same as it is now. Now it's like
No,
there's such an exorbitant amount of stuff out there, right?
yeah, yeah. Do you
I
know what
was
I
watching.
noticed?
Sorry, go ahead.
Because I was watching, I watched a film from the 80s and then I watched a more recent film. And
Mhm.
both of them, one was Friday the 13th, and it's not about the horror. It's literally these kids were at a party in the 80s and they were talking to each other. And then in the most recent film I watched, there was kids at a party and all they were doing was this.
Oh yeah, that's real. Yeah,
And you just think, I mean, I did live in an era where we didn't have phones like that
right.
as a kid. I think I just missed the era where it's all about phones. But it's so sad, isn't it,
It
that
is.
it's gone that way. Sorry, I
Not that
interrupted
any
you.
no, it's no, because what you're saying is the truth, right? I mean,
Mm,
we all know this. I mean, I don't go out of the house, you guys know that, but like when I, many times you can ask Mark. My biggest thing is like you'd be in the car driving and you go to like a stoplight
yeah,
and you look in the car next to you and they're all like this,
yeah,
or in a restaurant, like
yeah.
nobody speaks.
No,
As someone who
it's
talks a lot, I got a problem with that. Like that makes me crazy.
but they're all quick to judge, aren't they? You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And type a post that's scathing and hide
Yep.
behind their phones.
Yep.
You know, like they do. And this is the other problem: people hiding behind phones because you know.
Yep. There
And it's
was
like you get trolls, isn't it, on YouTube? You
oh,
don't know who they
exactly.
are, but they can see you. But you know, it's
Yeah.
yeah,
Facebook marketplace is famous for that. Someone puts up a post,
yeah,
they have to rehome an animal, they're in need of like clothing or essentials, or they're looking for a job or whatever, and someone's always got something to say.
mm,
And I don't understand
no,
the
I know.
reaction part of it. I'm not saying I don't react. Clearly, I do. Right? I react to things. I feel things, but I don't understand the oh my god and telling people off that you don't know. Like that's the part
Yeah,
I would
yeah,
I would pick up the phone and call my husband,
yeah,
or I would talk to you.
yeah,
Like I would talk to my friend about it and say
yeah.
like, "Oh my god."
But the other thing as well, don't you think it makes you paranoid sometimes? Because you know,
Oh, oh yeah. I
it
mean,
does, doesn't it?
how many times I've sat there and tried to and started typing because I was like, oh, that's it. I've got to say
Yeah,
something.
like from
And then it's like delete, 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 delete. Because I don't want that kind of conflict. I don't want that kind of
I know.
negativity. I don't
I'm
want that
exactly the
energy around me,
same.
right?
Yeah, yeah, totally the same. I know
Oh
exactly what
yeah.
you mean.
So one could say that my bark is way worse than my bite, meaning that, I'm full of what's that saying? I'm full of piss and vinegar, but like, I couldn't fight my way out of wet. It's not about that though. I just
No, but that's how the world makes you sometimes, the way it's going with all this social
yeah.
media and, you know, people aren't interacting, are they, like they
Do you
used to?
believe that to that point that you just made, do you believe that people like okay, so if every time someone said something to you that made you feel some sort of way
Yeah,
to the negative, and you said, well, we have to meet to discuss this in person,
yeah.
I bet you half of that stuff that said wouldn't be said.
No,
Do you agree
it
with that?
wouldn't. Yeah, I do agree with that. And I do think, I have read things wrong or, but it's because I can't, I, if I'm with somebody, I know exactly how they feel or what they're trying to communicate to me,
Yes.
but I
Yeah.
can't understand some stuff over text message because
Yeah.
you can read it in a different way, can't
Yeah.
you? And I think you're right there, I prefer that conversation, you know.
Oh yeah. The cats are beating each other up. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not. If you
I
can
saw
hear,
your curtain moving earlier, and I was
yeah,
like, I hope no one's trying to get in.
no, that's just
It's the
them,
cat.
just being crazy. I think that like it doesn't, like with all of the stuff that we're dealing with, right? And when I say stuff, I'm talking about things that matter, that are real. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, let me finish my statement. Don't come at me, anybody. I'm not even talking about world stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Not that that isn't real, but that's like an extra layer. I'm talking about stuff that we have to deal with in our own personal lives, our responsibilities, our accountabilities, like our kids, our spouses, our partners, our friends, our parents, our siblings, our children, our animals, our bills. You know what I mean? Like, am I going to be able to is my company going to go under, and can I keep my house? Can I afford rent? Like, can I go shopping this week? Is it beef or is it like tuna? You know what I mean? Like, it's real stuff that we have to deal with, right?
Yeah. Totally.
Then you've got that next layer, which is the people that you support. And as you get older, you need more support. And you become a sense of support for others as well.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because your life dynamic changes as you get older, right? And so then that expands your accountability and your responsibility and things that you have to deal with, right? Like now you've got your household and possibly someone else's household that you need to look after or take part in sharing the responsibility, right?
Yeah.
Like if you had like an ill parent or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Then you've got your community that you're a part of, the grocery store and the church, or the hospital, or the doctor's office, the donut shop, like the people that you see all of the time, right? That you're interacting with on a constant basis. Those are the people that are in your community, your neighbors next door, across the street.
Yeah.
And if you live in a neighborhood that is friendly, where everybody knows everybody, I mean, it's lovely.
Yeah.
If you live in a neighborhood where nobody speaks, or where you have like different views or different opinions, I mean, election time, right? Where all the signs, I don't know that you guys do this in the UK, but we do it here in Canada, and I know you guys do it in the States. When it's election time and people are campaigning, all the signs are in the lawns, right?
Oh, yeah.
And
No,
so,
we don't do that here.
If I'm voting for Bob, you're voting for Bob, that person's voting for Bob, the whole street on this side is voting for Bob, and on that side, and you've got one Sally. And now all of a sudden everyone's like looking at the person who's got the Sally sign out there going like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and then you've got like the world stuff, right?
Yeah.
And it's just so much.
Sometimes it's a bit overwhelming, isn't it?
Yeah. You've got like the climate situation going on, right? I mean, just, with like horrific weather happening to people, and they're experiencing that and trying to prepare themselves for it. People getting sick from said weather, right?
Yeah. I know.
It's so much.
It's a lot sometimes, isn't it, for people? And I think sometimes this is why some people totally like to shut down from any sort of TV, news or anything like that, don't they? Just because it's too much coming at them.
Yeah.
And especially
it's hard to navigate it.
Yeah.
In a way that makes you feel like you have a say, makes you feel like there's some sort of solution or conclusion to whatever the thing was. That you have a part to play in it, that you can do something to change it, to help it, to aid it, whatever. And then the other part of it is like you walk away from that and you feel what now?
Yeah.
Like, did you learn something? Were you educated in some way where you were like, wow, that's super interesting. I need to phone my friend Ben and tell him all about it. That's crazy.
Yeah.
like in a wow, I'm really glad I tuned into that. Not in a, oh my God, oh my God, pack your bags, like get in the tub, everybody. You know what I mean? Like it's that kind of stuff that I don't get.
And it's hard to process
Awesome.
it sometimes, isn't it, when it's always moving so fast, I think,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, that and it's like, you know, I used to I don't know about you guys, but we used to have a TV station here in Canada that at least once a night they would show like a little clip, I don't know, like a kitten being brought down out of a tree, or like a kid selling lemonade and donating it, like a lemonade stand and donating the money or something like that. Like it was
Yeah,
like a good, like a feel good story, right?
yeah,
Where you were just like, thank you, it made it all better, right?
yeah,
Recently there's been some shorts on, and I don't even know where I seen it. I don't know if it was Facebook or if it was YouTube, but there's like a people dressing up as the Grinch in
yeah,
all kinds of outfits, with scrubs on, and then they go into like nursing homes and they're dancing around and they're dancing with all of the residents, and I'm like, you know, I could watch that
yeah.
over and over and over and over and over again, because you're literally putting a smile on all of their faces,
Mm,
and
mm.
you're putting a smile on my face watching them have a smile on their face. Like that just makes me feel good, right? That
Yeah,
someone cares,
yeah,
that someone's doing something positive.
yeah.
um
I know what you
I
mean,
want to
and
watch that.
you distract yourself sometimes. It's good to distract yourself sometimes from
Mm.
things, isn't it? Because I'm the same, and I find distraction in movies and films just to take myself out of, you know, things for a bit.
Yes.
I do. It's hard though, isn't it, to take on, or sometimes I think we take on too much sometimes, don't we? And it
Yeah.
makes us feel, well, it can make you feel flat, can't it? And that's the problem, I think, you know,
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
you
That's when
feel,
it's important to remember to put boundaries up for
yeah,
yourself. You know,
yes,
and remember, friends, anyone who's listening, you know, putting boundaries up is not about the other people or the other, you know, situations. It's about you. It's about protecting you so that you can
yeah,
remain resilient and resistant to negativity or stuff that like you just don't want, right?
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
and then self-care, right? Do things that
So
make you
important.
happy.
Yeah,
Like, you know,
absolutely.
inviting your bestie to come and hang out with you.
Yay. Oh, well, I'm so glad you invited me. I was like, yes.
Well, I just wanted to pop on and you know, just sort of shoot the breeze and say hi
I was
and
just going
see
to
how
say
you
that
guys
shit
are all
breeze.
doing, and I
Yeah,
hope that you guys found this enlightening or helpful, or just sort of made you feel a little bit lighter talking about it. I know I feel a whole lot better. Um, so I appreciate you guys all hanging out, but I'm going to let you go because I know Ben's got to get to bed. It's very, very late there. And I got to go eat some dinner. And
yes.
I'm going to take the weekend, and I will be back on, I think, on Sunday night. I have it posted for at 7 p.m. So bring your questions because I'll bring my cards. We'll see if we can
Yeah.
figure something out. No. Yeah, sometimes we do need to vent. Absolutely, Rossi.
Yeah, that is
You
true.
guys have a great night. From us to you, everybody, do go show Ben some love. Go subscribe to his channel. Give him a wink, wink, nudge, nudge. You know how it goes. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up, and you never know, we may get Ben back here sometime soon.
I think so.
All right, bye, everybody. Blessings.
Bye, guys. Nice to see you all.